No Aaron Gordon tonight for the Nuggets. 4 o'clock this afternoon, the coach found out that he did not go with a calf strain. More on that coming up from Alec Clifton. Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famers, Candace Parker, Dwayne Wade, and here comes Randall. Having it first, bumping in here to Jones, up and off. Jokic will gather the rebound and take it out for Denver. He'll run hard, the bump into Gobert, and the rebound by Brown. Back to the big man in the corner. The Jokic 3-0.
And Jokic this series into after All-Star break has struggled from beyond the arc. As you see Anthony Edwards putting his head down and getting to the paint, which is a point of emphasis.
With the miss right there, he has been attacking the ball with drives into the paint in this series. Here comes Christian Brown. They got Edwards on Jokic. With a miss, a Randall rebound. Anthony Edwards the other way.
We'll give credit to the coaching staff in Minnesota about establishing the paint right away. Going to Julius right, 1 foot in the paint early on, letting his team know what we expected you guys.
Randall's got it. Gobert screen, the 3. And a rebound by Jamal Murray.
And if you're Denver, you're living with that, especially with Aaron Gordon out. You're not putting pressure on the Nuggets defense. You're taking a 3-point shot.
McDaniels, DiVincenzo, McDaniels! And the foul! What a way to start.
Finish with the contact on the elbow.
Aiden McDaniels, an 83% free throw shooter, a career-high free throw percentage for him. And the quick Minnesota lead. Murray by midcourt. Jokic on the wing. The 3, no. He's had trouble from 3 in the series. Here comes Randall. Julius had 24 points in game 2. They're crowding Edwards. DiVincenzo, what a terrific game 2. He had 16. Randall had it poked away. Shot clock down to 4. Step back 3 over Jones. Rebound, Gobert, out to DiVincenzo. 3 over Brown. Rebound, McDaniels.
And McDaniels making his presence known as physicality. Because guess what? When you're going to put 2 on the ball with Anthony Edwards, you're susceptible on the backside on offensive rebounds. That's how the Timberwolves won game 2. They had a 20-3 advantage on the offensive boards. Right here, good contest. McDaniels cleans up the backside because Denver, they want to get out and run, but there's a balance of securing the rebound.
And McDaniels just picked up his first personal foul.
Well, you talk about Aaron Gordon. No Aaron Gordon. You miss his physicality right there. When you see them getting extra possessions, just kind of manning the glass, that's Aaron Gordon's territory.
Jokic missing on another 3. Jokic has started 0 of 5. Edwards the other way. Cam Johnson now. He'll be playing the 4 tonight with the injury to Aaron Gordon. It's McDaniels on the wing. The defense by Murray. The shot clock at 7. Edwards. It's a 3. Tip in try Gobert. And it's picked up by Cam Johnson.
I think Denver's doing a great job of making Minnesota settle for outside shots. They have to finish it. Like we talked about, 20-3 on second chance points. They have to finish the play with rebounding.
The Gobert defense on Jokic. They'll drive, trundling his way down the lane. Blocked. What a defensive play.
This series has not fared in that direction as Murray puts one home, but Jokic aggressive early, which we're used to him facilitating a little bit. He's calling his own number.
Maybe they felt like they just had to get him going early to shake off what happened in game 2, especially in the 4th. Edwards a shot from 14.
Well, going back to Jokic, when you're on a roll, Kevin, you want to make sure you come out as a star player to establish with your team how are we supposed to play this game. And so Jokic taking upon himself to establish aggression very early on. It just hasn't resulted in any buckets.
Jokic in that 4th in game 2, 1 of 7, primarily defended by Gobert. Steering his way for the shot. Edwards got the block on the shot by Murray, but a foul called.
Point line starting this game off 0 for 3. Jokic, sometimes as a key player, you got to work your way in the game. You got to take the shots that you know you can make, and you have a lot of pressure on you to get your other guys involved if your name is Joker.
The successful challenge attempt by Minnesota, unsuccessful. They thought they had the call. It goes against Edwards, who picks up his first foul. You just saw Aaron Gordon on the sideline, not playing tonight, calf strain. They got the word about 4 o'clock in a text message to Dave Edelman. There is DiVincenzo. It's a 3.
Well, DiVincenzo, once he started the game making shots, we all know that it becomes an ocean for him. But this guy right here, he's the engine of this team. When he's making shots, when he's doing the little things, they just seem to get after it.
Brown triple. Rebound inside Edwards.
And those are the two, DiVincenzo and Brown, that have kind of X'd each other out. Brown had himself a game in game 1, and game 2 has been dependable.
Look at Gobert muscling his way inside. Gets it back out. Here comes Randall coming off the good game 2. For those of you just joining us, McDaniels 3-0. Murray the rebound.
So going back to Dante, man, and you hear from his own teammates as Jamal Murray shoots a shot. He's a winning player. You know, they know that this guy will make winning plays. He's vocal as well in his hustle, and he keeps this team together. So it's great to see him getting the shot starting early.
Great throw by Randall, but Cuddy McDaniels. Great defense by Denver, meeting him inside. And now it's Brown. That's off the foot. Ricochets away, off the Wolves. Shot clock at 17. So Murray has started 1 of 2. Jokic has started 0 of 6. The Nuggets have started as a team 1 of 9. Minnesota 4 of 14.
And these are just two teams that know each other so well, Kevin. Honestly, these two teams have played 31. This is their 31st time playing in the last 4 seasons. So these guys know each other's tendencies.
And they've each won 15. Murray working inside on DiVincenzo. Knocked away by Edwards with the puck. DiVincenzo on the side, McDaniels. In stride, Randall. Scoops, no. Rebound collected by the Nuggets. Neither team shooting well to start. Brown full steam ahead. Gobert the block. Rebound Gobert. Halfway through the first.
And this game early is favoring Timberwolves in the style that they're playing. They want physical. They want grinding. They want to take the ball and have this game decided in the paint.
What a pass. Gobert went right. He threw left and he got Randall on the cut.
Rudy is in his bag. The Euro no-look pass, but Rudy getting the ball in the middle. He has become a better decision-maker in the middle of the floor, which allows his team to trust him to make those plays.
Denver 1 of 11. Murray, Jones, who's taken the place of Aaron Gordon, bobbles it, fumbles it, a Nugget turnover.
I think Rudy is kind of mad that he didn't get Defensive Player of the Year this year. He's really out to show how important he is for the team. But right here, Euro step, the no-look. He never turned around. The confidence that this team is putting into Rudy, it shows.
Not the no-look run down the court before Randall slams the ball. Oh, goodness.
Cam Johnson is checked out. Hardaway is checked in for the Nuggets. Dosunmu and Naz Reid have come in for Minnesota.
And Dosunmu, honestly, this is his first playoff series since Chicago. So Coach Vince said he looks to see him kind of get more aggressive as the games progress.
Edwards dancing on Brown. Drove and was fouled. And the clock was winding down with 4.5 seconds on it. First quarter clock at 5:12.
And that right there.
Team in game 2 starting off maybe selling him, taking too many jump shots tonight. They're kind of mixing it in. They forced a few, but they have been on the attack, and it's led by this guy right here.
Spencer Jones picked up the foul. Off that baseline, driving is McDaniels. It's a 7-0 run for Minnesota.
And Edwards' decision-making out of 2 is going to be crucial for this series. So far, so good.
Jokic driving on Gobert. And he finally gets one to drop. 1 of 7 start for the 3-time heavily decorated Nikola Jokic. 8th leading scorer in the league, number 1 in rebounding, number 1 in assists. Dosunmu up top. He and DiVincenzo have been terrific in the backcourt tonight. And in this series, here is Edwards working on Brown. McDaniels down the lane.
Constant pressure on the rim, Candace. They're not settling for outside shots. The catch and go. Once they get Denver into rotations, this is what Jake McDaniels was talking about. They're not a great defensive team once they're in rotation and they're out of place. They're a position defensive team.
Cam Johnson comes back off the bench after starting, misses the 3. Dosunmu with another gear. Gets him down court in a hurry. Edwards has started 1 of 4. Mariano here, a 3. With a Hardaway rebound. Hardaway coming off a nice 16-point game in Game 2. Jokic screen. Murray drives. There's a whistle. There's a foul. And number 2 on Anthony.